Theoretically, a 4-stroke cycle engine should develop power as that of a 2-stroke cycle engine. A half. B same. C double. D 4 times. The correct answer is half. Lightweight substances cannot be effective moderators. A true. B false. C. D. The correct answer is false. The higher combustion chamber wall temperature in compression ignition engines will knocking tendency. A increase. B reduce. C not effect. D. The correct answer is reduce. The nuclear radiators produced in a reactor which must be shielded are A electrons, B N rays, C neutron and gamma rays, D none of these. The correct answer is neutron and gamma rays. A 2-stroke cycle engine gives mechanical efficiency than a 4-stroke cycle engine. A higher. B lower. C. D. The correct answer is higher. The delay period in compression ignition engines depends upon A temperature and pressure in the cylinder at the time of injection. B nature of the fuel mixture strength. C relative velocity between the fuel injection and air turbulence pressure of residual gases. D all of the above. The correct answer is all of the above. Lubrication in IC engines dissipates the heat generated from the moving parts due to friction. A true. B false. C. D. The correct answer is true. The ratio of the heat equivalent to 1 kWh to the heat in fuel per BPR is termed as brake thermal efficiency. A yes. B no. C. D. The correct answer is yes. The theoretically correct mixture of air and petrol is A 10:1, B 15:1, C 20:1, D 25:1. The correct answer is 15:1. In qualitative governing, the quantity of fuel is varied to suit the load on the engine and the total charge of air is altered. A correct. B incorrect. C. D. The correct answer is incorrect. The function of a distributor in a coil ignition system of IC engines is A to distribute spark, B to distribute power, C to distribute current, D to time the spark. The correct answer is to time the spark. A moderator, apart from its high neutron slowing power and low non-productive neutron, should be A stable under nuclear radiation, B corrosion resistant, C good thermal conductor, D all of these. The correct answer is all of these. The frictional power Fp is given by A Fp Bp Ip, B Fp Ip Bp, C Fp Bp Ip, D Fp Ip Bp. The correct answer is Fp Ip Bp. The unit million electron volts MeV is commonly used to measure the nuclear energy. A true. B false. C. D. The correct answer is true. The knocking tendency in spark ignition engines can be decreased by adding dopes like tetra, ethyl lead and ethylene dibromide. A agree. B disagree. C. D. The correct answer is agree. A diesel engine has compression ratio from A 6 to 10, B 10 to 15, C 15 to 25, D 25 to 40. The correct answer is 15 to 25. A petrol engine during suction stroke draws A air only, B petrol only, C a mixture of petrol and air, D. The correct answer is a mixture of petrol and air. A supercharged engine as compared to an ordinary engine. A requires smaller foundation. B is lighter. C. Consumes less lubricating oil. D. All of these. The correct answer is all of these. Which of the following does not relate to a compression ignition engine? A. Fuel pump. B. Fuel injector. C. Governor. D. Carburetor. The correct answer is carburetor. Which of the following statement is correct regarding petrol engines? A. A fine fuel spray mixed with air is ignited by the heat of compression which is at a high pressure. B. The fuel supplied to the engine cylinder is mixed with necessary amount of air and the mixture is ignited with the help of a spark plug. C. The fuel is first evaporated after passing through a carburetor and is mixed with air before ignition. D. All of the above. The correct answer is the fuel supplied to the engine cylinder is mixed with necessary amount of air and the mixture is ignited with the help of a spark plug. Supercharging the power developed by the engine. A. Has no effect on. B. Increases. C. Decreases. D. The correct answer is increases. Uranium has isotopes. A. U-234. B. U-235. C. U-238. D. All of these. The correct answer is all of these. The color of exhaust from diesel engine is generally A. White. B. Bluish. C. Black. D. Violet. The correct answer is black. In compression ignition engines, swirl denotes A. Haphazard motion of the gases in the chamber. B. Rotary motion of the gases in the chamber. C. Radial motion of the gases in the chamber. D. None of the above. The correct answer is rotary motion of the gases in the chamber. A mixture containing 65 of iso-octane and 35 of normal heptane will have A. Cetane number 65. B. Octane number 65. C. Ethane number 35. D. Octane number 35. The correct answer is octane number 65. Which of the following statement is wrong? A. In compression ignition engines, detonation occurs near the beginning of combustion. B. Since the fuel in compression ignition engines is injected at the end of compression stroke, therefore there will be no pre-ignition. C. To eliminate knock in compression ignition engines, we want to achieve auto-ignition not early and desire a long delay period. D. In compression ignition engines, because of heterogeneous mixture, the rate of pressure rise is comparatively lower. The correct answer is to eliminate knock in compression ignition engines, we want to achieve auto-ignition not early and desire a long delay period. The maximum propulsive efficiency of a turbojet engine is at a speed of A. 1000 km/h. B. 2000 km/h. C. 2400 km/h. D. 3000 km/h. The correct answer is 2400 km/h. In order to mix air and petrol in the required proportion and to supply it to the engine during suction stroke, then is employed A. Fuel pump. B. Injector. C. Carburetor. D. None of these. The correct answer is carburetor. The advancing of spark timing in spark ignition engines will knocking tendency A. Increase. B. Reduce. C. Not effect. D. The correct answer is increase. The knocking in spark ignition engines can be reduced by A. Retarding the spark. B. Increasing the engine speed. C. Both A and B. D. None of these. The correct answer is both A and B. An atom bomb utilizes uncontrolled nuclear fission. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is true. The ratio of the brake power to the indicated power is called A. Mechanical efficiency, B. Overall efficiency, C. Indicated thermal efficiency, D. Volumetric efficiency. The correct answer is mechanical efficiency. The increase of efficiency of a compression ignition engine as the load decreases is due to A. Higher maximum temperature, B. Qualitative governing, C. Quantitative governing, D. Hit and miss governing. The correct answer is qualitative governing. A turbojet does not require a turbine to drive the compressor. A. True, B. False, C. D. The correct answer is false. For the same maximum pressure and heat input, the exhaust temperature of petrol engine is than that of diesel engine. A. Less, B. More, C. D. The correct answer is more. The compression ratio in petrol engines is kept low as compared to diesel engines because higher compression ratio in petrol engines would lead to pre-ignition of fuel. A. Agree, B. Disagree, C. D. The correct answer is agree. The cetane C16H34, which is a straight chain paraffin, is assigned a cetane number of A. 0, B. 50, C. 100, D. 120. The correct answer is 100. Morse test is used to determine the IP of A. Single-cylinder petrol engine, B. Four-stroke engine, C. Single-cylinder diesel engine, D. Multi-cylinder engine. The correct answer is multi-cylinder engine. A moderator. A. Absorbs neutrons, B. Does not absorb neutrons, C. Accelerates neutrons, D. None of these. The correct answer is does not absorb neutrons. In a four-stroke cycle diesel engine, the exhaust valve A. opens at 30 before bottom dead center and closes at 10 after top dead center. B. opens at 30 after bottom dead center and closes at 10 before top dead center. C. opens at bottom dead center and closes at top dead center. D. may open and close anywhere. The correct answer is opens at 30 before bottom dead center and closes at 10 after top dead center. The two-stroke cycle engines have lighter flywheel. A. agree, B. disagree, C. D. The correct answer is agree. The thermodynamic cycle on which the petrol engine works is A. Otto cycle, B. Joule cycle, C. Rankine cycle, D. Stirling cycle. The correct answer is Otto cycle. The inlet valve of a four-stroke cycle internal combustion engine remains open for A. 130, B. 180, C. 230, D. 270. The correct answer is 230. The correct mixture strength by weight for petrol is about A. 14.61, B. 18.51, C. 20.41, D. 22.61. The correct answer is 14.61. The working pressure and temperature inside the cylinder of an internal combustion engine is as compared to a steam engine. A. low, B. very low, C. high, D. very high. The correct answer is very high. The scavenging efficiency of a four-stroke cycle diesel engine is A. below 50, B. between 50 and 85, C. between 85 and 95, D. between 95 and 100. The correct answer is between 95 and 100. The voltage required to produce a spark across the gap between the sparking points is A. 2000 to 4000 volts, B. 4000 to 6000 volts. C. 6000 to 10000 volts. D. 10000 to 12000 volts. The correct answer is 6000 to 10000 volts. The control rods in the control system of nuclear reactors are used to A. Absorb excess neutrons. B. Control fuel consumption. C. Control temperature. D. All of these. The correct answer is absorb excess neutrons.